I must stay with this guy as best as I can because he will start to disappear, or as we'd think of waypointing. But looking at my friends list on the block list, he's still on the map, but when I get to the waypoint, he's not there. So I have to look around on the map because he's been teleporting to camps or sentries lately. So my best bet was to go to South Camp, as that would be the closest one, as we are red and we are not green. And eventually when I get there, I found him. So he just teleported from in front of me to the camp, just to get away from me. And there we go, the yak just disappeared on the mini-map. We shall see our little friend there, yep, with the circle already up, and him killing the guards. If you pay close enough attention, he's at the first node, and then he skips over the second one with his blink, bypassing it like he used too much of a blink there. Wanted to make sure that I've got my friends list on so I can keep on track of where he is, because he could teleport at any location whenever he wanted to. Not sure if this is for participation or not, but he always seemed to go to every every veteran or sentry that was in his path, so then I guess he could, his participation wouldn't go down. And I thought, I might as well tap it as well because mine's going down as well following him. Eventually kills it, and this is normal movement for me, just walking, and he's over there spamming one on Scepter and getting blinks, which then I can't keep up to him, so I have to use my own blinks, and my blinks are in-game system. This is what he's doing, is spamming one, getting blinks more than the Mesmer can. And there he goes, unbelievable, all the way to the sentry. Just right here, getting more evidence of the guy, not exactly, moving properly like anyone else would be. Just, if he's not spamming his scepter to get blinks, then he's just lightly teleporting in front of him wherever he wants to go in direction. I'll kill the yak as well, just get that participation still up. Now he's blinking. Get on the mount, and right here he is trying to get me in combat with the camp, which lucky enough for me I didn't, even though I got off my mount and dodged the combat. Got back on my mount because he wanted to bypass that, get to the veteran, either to lose me or just get to the veteran. And then even more proof right here is he gets knocked down by the veteran. He doesn't have spectral walk on, which if for Necro he would fall down with spectral walk, and then he would teleport back up by clicking it again, but he didn't have that. I thought at first that he waypointed out, but then looking behind me, there he is. Kills that. He knows I'm onto him, it's obvious that he knows I'm onto him, so he just abusing it even more just by getting the spams of blinking away. What's the point of being on a mount when you can just do that? He's in combat with that mower eventually until he gets away from it with unbelievable amount of blinks. Then he gets on his mount. Coming to the best part of the video is when he tries to get away from me here in a couple seconds. I thought he waypointed out, but he actually he disappears and then he teleports. And I've got the little friends list down there so I can still see him. He's on map, but right here he disappears, and then I think he waypointed right, but no, I look on the map, and there he is. He's at the sentry. He tried getting away from me. Didn't work. He's already killed it. But, I'll keep following him. This is another good one right here. He's on his mount, but every time he does his blinks, like here in a second, he dismounts and then he teleports. So he is definitely trying to get away from me in this one. So he dismounts and then he's gone. The minimap shows square on the sentry. He's teleported away from me. So I gotta keep blinking to catch up to him. But he didn't want to kill the sentry. It's just a way of teleporting. Like he's got a map of sentries, and the sentries, camps, veterans, anything like that seems to be a teleportation for him. So he avoids it. He knows I'm still there, so he kills the yak. And then look at him. That is just very annoying to follow and try and beat if you're the enemy. And eventually in this fight he's hardly doing anything but spamming one and blinking or teleporting to them, and eventually of a 3v1 rangers start hitting me. I don't know why. I'm not even hitting him, but so my build was completely sustainability and stealth, so I could catch up with this guy. So there's no damage involved in my build, because what's the point of me helping this guy if he's already doing more than I could ever do? So he died. He's still on the map. Only way for him to go was the waypoint. He's there because if he wasn't there and he teleported somewhere else, it'd be, even though how obvious this is, it'd be pretty bad side for him if he didn't. So yeah, he would go to the same merchant every time. I don't know why. It's not like he gets much loot just by hitting, a veteran, a camp, dying to enemies. It's not like he got any loot from that. And then this one, he was completely sick of me following him, so he just disappears, and I'm like, he's still on the map, but where's he gonna go? I think I got enough evidence of him doing it, so he can do as much as he wants, really.